Right, I've got to try and work this out because I'm not used to using this on the phone. So hello, whoever's there. I'm assuming Rob. Can I see messages? Bear with me. I'm not used to. I'm not used to doing it on the phone. So I can't see the messages. How do I see chat? There. Hello, how are you? What's the image quality like, Rob? And the sound for that matter? Hi everybody, welcome in. Just trying to get a bit of feedback about image quality. I know it's only 720p because of the limitations of Restream, but it was more about the internet connection that I'm looking for. So I did a little test the other day in here. Wicked. So I did a little test in here a couple of days ago, but it cut off for some reason. I've switched off my Wi-Fi. I've switched off my data, and I've actually got this plugged into a little mad gimbal thing that you connect a network cable into, and then connects it into the USB-C port. Now I did stupidly buy a splitter so that I could run a microphone as well, but without thinking that my bit for my microphone would have to go in like this, and my phone's definitely not that wide, so it's just not going to go in the slot. So I need a splitter that sort of hangs a cable type one, but it should be running 5 gig. I'm assuming cabled out the back, it will just choose 5 gig, and you'll get the best connection you're going to get. So hopefully that's good. Hi, Mr. G. How is everybody? So I wanted to do a horizontal, a vertical stream, and then realised that because I hadn't cabled the garage up, I'd scheduled all of the streams on Restream. So on Restream, we're doing it on Restream. So not massive amounts happened this week. We have done some stuff. So one of the things I've done was a guy was supposed to come last week who does audio visual, known him years, and he was supposed to pop over and do my cable end. So I'd run the cable, do my cable ends, and then I was in and ahhing whether to get another router for in here. I need to investigate it a bit more. I think I could put another router in here, but I couldn't use it as a standalone. I think I'd have to use it as an access point and make sure that I've got that router switched into access point, stuff like that. So I need to fire a laptop up and connect a laptop to it. So that's happened. He didn't come. This guy didn't come and do the cables. I messaged him, didn't even read the messages, and I messaged him a few times. Asked a few people, "Have you heard from him?" Nobody's heard of him. He's fine apparently, just busy, and I ended up doing the cable ends myself. So watched a couple of YouTube videos. Hi Gavin, watched a couple of YouTube videos as you do. Bought the crimps and did a little practice run. I haven't got it here with me. Did a little practice run. I already had a cable tester because I'd got a roll of cable, a roll of network cable, because we were going to cable up the house at one point. So I'd got crimps and stuff like that, but it was a different style of crimp. The ones I've used are the pass-through ones, just loads easier. You haven't got to cut everything to size. And I plugged it into my tester, and it all worked perfectly. So little bits in the vlog video of that. I don't think I did the crimping bit, but I do have a bit of video of the tester working on both ends, making sure that that's sort of fine. So happy with that. So we've now got network connectivity, decent network connectivity in the something's turning on. We've got decent network connectivity in the garage, even if it's just on a USB-C port that's doubling up as a network cable. The only downside to that I've found is that the gimbal that I use, which keeps everything nice and neat and stable, because I've got a cable hanging out the side of it or underneath it, it throws it off balance. So at the moment, I've just got a fixed mount, and the gimbal at the moment won't work. So I need to probably think about doing a Wi-Fi connection. So what else have we done in here? The boa that I had off Rob have had babies, so that's good. And there's a couple of promising looking ones in there, which is always nice. Auction stuff went out on Monday. One of my lots, the guy's been today and collected it, and he comes regular. He's come and bought a few bits and pieces. Had a shrimp delivery today, yesterday. So it's Wednesday today, isn't it? So yeah, the shrimp delivery yesterday. A shrimp that I've not kept before. I had 3 of them, but I wanted some friends for them, so I've had some shrimp off Dan, and I finally got some panda of a nice grade. So fish fams here, which is good. I don't know if I do that. And maximize that. Is that better for you guys? Do you think that? Can you guys see the chat at the side when I do that? Do you guys actually see the chat? As an overlay on the screen, I'm not sure if that's going to be better for me. Had a rough night again, so went to bed about 11. Went to bed about 11, got up about 1, struggled to get back to sleep, eventually fell asleep. Got up about 3:45. Old man blad, I got up about 4:45, couldn't get back to sleep, ended up getting up at 4 a.m. and watching live streams about the US elections, and then been pretty busy today, to be honest. I've got a real bad algae problem in one of my tanks, so I've siphoned all that out, cleaned the sponges, threw a couple of plants away that were in there. You will see those shrimp on videos, but I don't know anyone else with them. Hi FM. So I'm on my phone, because I've got it that format. I can now see Mia and the other one, and looking at the picture quality looks absolutely perfect. So yeah, I've done that today. What else have we done this week? It's not a massive amount, but yeah, let's get a conversation going on about Donald Trump then. Let's throw the cat amongst the pigeons. So I suppose my first question is, did anybody expect him to win in such a fashion? Well, first of all, did anyone expect him to win? And then secondly, so second part of the question, did anyone expect him to win with such a massive majority? Rob's peacocks have laid eggs as well. I've seen the pictures of those. So what you had then, Rob, less than a week and you've got them breeding? Hi, Shane. Oh, these are my stream element things coming in. So I've put an overlay on I don't know if you guys can see this, but I've got the chat running down the right hand side. More for me to see than anything because I'm on mobile and not on the laptop or the PC. But oh, there is something else I've done as well this week, which I'm really chuffed about. The but I've got my branding on there, so my GB logo's there, and it actually covers the next comment. So the comments are dropping in at the top, which is nice. But the comments are covered by my GB logo, and I don't know if I can turn that off sort of midstream and stuff. So the other thing I've done, which I've been wanting to do for ages, Shane will appreciate this. I finally put a second monitor on the PC, and I was really impressed with this monitor. I got it off Amazon. It was on a deal. It's a 24-inch. Never heard of the brand before. 24-inch BenQ high def monitor with inbuilt sound for 75 quid. And the PC that I've got is like a mini gaming PC. And I only really use it for accounts, which I've done. So I've done my accounts. I finished September's and I did October's as well. But I've got 3 display ports on that machine, but all 3 of them have different outputs. So I either need adapters or a different cable. So the one that I've been using is on HDMI. The one that I've just got has a display port, so I can use the display port connection. And then if I want to put a third monitor, which I can, and I can do them so they're this way, so I can have the monitors this way if I want to. If I'd want the third one, I have to use a USB-C. So I need a monitor that will have USB-C input. Don't know. I only want 2. I don't need 3. But hi Kim, how are you? So I set up late today. My team are playing a Belgian team in the Champions League. So my team, they were 0-0 at half time. So I support Aston Villa. Rob was saying I'm an armchair supporter, and he's probably right. But I do buy shirts and stuff. They were 0-0 at half time against Bruges. But Rob will be quite pleased if we beat Bruges because it's the worst city he's ever been to, apparently. And they're still putting fireworks up. Yeah, I think I did look at HDMI. I did look at a HDMI to DisplayPort adapter, and they were mad expensive compared to just getting. I think I'd have paid 30 quid for an adapter and 75 quid for a monitor with a DisplayPort, and it's a fiver for a DisplayPort cable. It did come with a HDMI cable, but I bought a DisplayPort one for it. So what's it? Armchair supporter. Bruges is very boring. What's everyone up to then? So what's your week been like? I know it's only Wednesday. My and anyone who tells you that mystery snails don't eat Anubias, they do. They've absolutely rinsed off an Anubias. And I mean rinsed it off. I'm tempted to get it out and show you. In fact, I might do that. Bear with me. Let me find my pincers. If I can find my pincers. I'll net it instead. I'm not sure. Oh, my pincers are exactly where I needed them to be. So give me a second. Let me pull this. Let me pull this Anubias out. I think Nikki was telling me to ask Charlotte. I think Nikki was asking me. She says they eat live plants. I said no, they only eat dead plants or dying plants. She says they don't ask Charlotte. That's what's left of my Anubias. To be brutally honest, I could put that in another tank and it'd grow back. But they've absolutely decimated it. Right, get in Yorkshire. I should actually just throw this in another tank, shouldn't I? Although I don't know what. It might have snail babies on it. So I'll probably throw it in. I'll probably throw it back where it came from. Excuse me a second, guys. So yeah, I think between the getting Yorkshire tea bags. Oh yeah, they eat live plants as well. Yeah, 100% they do. The rabbits haven't. The rabbits haven't. The ram's ones haven't. But the mystery snails on it. I mean, they're getting an algae way for a day, and whatever bits and pieces I put in. I need to. In fact, I might have some up here. I'm sure I've got some lettuce clips hanging up on the shelf somewhere. I'm sure I've got them. I need to put some cucumber or some courgette or something in there. Yeah, rabbits don't touch them. Hi, Branton. So yeah, not done a massive amount this week. Done a little bit of filming. So I finished a vlog off yesterday. Started a new one with an unboxing. Cabled in. I've topped up my blue roll. So TikTok glued that. Fed and watered everything really. Haven't done massive amount. Got some stock coming in. So I should have. I reckon it'll be here Friday or Monday. So it's from the Netherlands. Finally got some more of those snail killer tablets, which I haven't had in stock for ages. Oh, and I've also got, and again, I haven't been able to get these for ages, mulberry leaves. So I've got some mulberry leaves coming in. Yeah, cucumbers. It's water, isn't it? It's water. Courgette's better. It's more filling. So I can show you the rabbits if you want to look. The rabbits and the mysteries. Can I turn this round? Yeah, but not in this screen. Don't think I can turn it round in this screen. So Tashi's growing. I was going to wax it for tonight, but I think I'll wait till the end of November before I finish that. Let's have a look at Mr. G's. I need someone else to comment to get it to. It comes up. Let's have a look. See if I can get it over. I'll take that off. So I only get one line. That's the problem. I had a load of blue steel blue ball and some mixed in my big tank 2 weeks ago. You've only seen 3. Oh well. Let's put that back on there. Full screen it. So I need to remember if I'm going to do it this way on the phone to knock off my my GB logo. So I bought some shrimp off Kaz. and they were bargains, and I mean bargains. But I've asked her to hold on to them for me, so that's something I've done. The orange eye blues that I was having problems with, I kept having problems with even after I moved them. And how do I get rid of this off the screen now? Sorry, guys. Let's take that off. Let's put that back on. That's better. So yeah, what I ended up doing was the tank that I reused substrate and put the mixed tigers in. I've ended up moving them back up to the top shelf into a 25, and I've reset that tank. So I've started a reset on that tank, and those are going to be the orange eye calcios from Kaz. And then the plan is with my red galaxies, which are a bit poor, I'm actually going to take all of them out, put them in the mix tank, and just select a couple of highball, and just select a couple of the darker red, because I've got some really wine red ones, and then throw them in my Kazis and sort of see what happens with that. That's on help soil. So that was set up in April. Rob and I both know about help soil, and I've really struggled to get it, but I managed to get some. Only 3 3-litre bags. I've used 2 of them myself. So great soil. Caretian, where you been? Oh, I've never seen that message from Fish Family before. Like what you see, make it official, like and subscribe. Yeah, I'm tempted to drop the heater down a little bit in here and give them a winter rest and wait for the spring boom. But at the moment, I'm still keeping the room at 24 degrees, mainly for the spiders, if I'm honest, and the frogs as well, to be fair. 22, 24. It's sort of, at night it drops to 22, and in the daytime it's sitting at 24. Oh, definitely, if it's going to get cold. Although, to be fair, shrimp handle cold way better than they do heat. The the shrimp that I got yesterday were absolutely freezing cold to the touch. Even inside a poly box, they were freezing cold to the touch. Not a problem. I'd be more inclined not to want them in the heat than in the cold. Cold, I'm not too bothered about. So Paul, who's in chat, has seen my new additions today. Paul's been over here today. And I think every time he comes, there's less and less and less space in the room. I just keep piling more and more shit into it. It's I just keep finding room. I'm contemplating doing something with the rack that I've currently got all my packing materials on, moving the packing materials elsewhere in the house, and setting some more stuff up. Absolutely look stoned, but I'm not. I assure you, I'm not stoned. Got a few chins, but I'm not stoned. And I bet they're all right, Rob. The life expectancy is short, and I'm surprised the discus haven't had a pop at them. Got the old thrush mug out, or Robin, as my wife calls it, but Robins don't have red backs; they have red breasts. No, no makeration. Never uses heat backs. I know you've been in hibernation. You have messaged me a couple of times though. I was showing Paul some of my Neo calls earlier, and saying that I've seen worse shrimp in shops for $6.95 each. $29. See, I think we all panic too much and don't expect them to be as hot and to cope as they do, but they do. I say heat, in my opinion, heat will kill more than cold will. What's your next big project then, Carisha? Depends where you go from and what you're looking for. Hi, Dean. Superman shrimp. Yes, $6.95 each. I think I've took a picture of it and sent it to you, Rob, in the past, and that calls. So that shop, when I was breeding Neos, lots of Neos, I went in and asked him if he wanted to buy them at £1 a piece, and he said buy them. I says, well, yeah, you're getting them from somewhere, and yeah, you're probably paying that for them. I said, and they're good quality, and he said, no. He said, we don't buy them. People have too many, and they give them us. And they were giving it was taking the calls in off people for free and selling them at £6.95 each. I despair, mate. I absolutely despair. Rob's seen the quality of some of the Neos that I do. The reds, I haven't really done much with the greens. I've literally just left them to it. I do want to move them, if I'm honest, into another tank. But let's just see if I don't have an answer for that. Alexa, shut up. Let me try something a second, guys. I'm gonna move stuff around a bit, and I don't know how well I'll do this, so bear with me. I'm gonna try and do something. This is where the single stem phone holder comes in handy. But what I'm trying to do is which one's that? That's that one. That's that one. I'm just worried about the cable. What that's resting on. Sorry if I've missed any chat. Let's go to video. No. Where's settings? There we go. Hi, Joff. Was thinking about you earlier, watching my my football team play Bruges. and then had a conversation with my nipper about the formation of Belgium. I need to turn off because it's warm. The only downside to having this cable is, oh no, it's okay, it's long enough. 2 seconds. Can I turn this down? It's not doing what I want it to do because I've got it in reverse, that's why. There you go. Within a second. It's my, I didn't realise it was flies yet. So, right, I could be completely wrong with this about the founding of Belgium. My understanding was after a war, it was created to divide the Netherlands and Germany or something like that. Might have even been you that told me. And now I'm intrigued because Mum wants to know. Yeah, it's Paul. It's getting very cosy in here. I need to, I've got too much rubbish in here. I need to have a bit of a clear out, to be honest, and just keep that sort of centre bit open. I need to clean the shed out and put some certain things in the shed that are sheddable, if that makes sense. Hi, Aaron. It was created as a divide, yeah, between Germany and the Netherlands. I haven't watched your latest video, Aaron, but I need to. I did see it pop up. It's in my watch later list. Just finding time at the moment. What with everything I've had going on. Pair of scissors that was. If you heard something fall behind me, I've just put them away.
Motion detected.
And that's someone at the front door. So the plant that they're climbing on now, this one, this has took forever to grow. And now that it's started growing, it's quite a brittle plant. The buggers are climbing all over it. Yeah, I need to watch that video, Aaron. So it is definitely in my watch list. I've got loads on the go at the moment. Just when life just feels a bit heavy in itself. So my wife's been waiting for a major operation for over 2 years, and we pestered them and pestered them and pestered them. And she was supposed to have been urgent 2 years ago. So the story really is that after she'd been in the waiting list over a year on an urgent, she had a phone call saying that they'll move her to a private hospital. This was in the December. Move her to a private hospital. She should have the operation and have heard something by the end of Jan. So we waited till the end, got all the text messages and the info off the hospital, where she was going, etc. Didn't hear anything in the Jan, didn't hear anything in the Feb. She didn't want to pester them in the March because she was going away in the April or the May. And it's 6-8 weeks off your feet, this operation. So sort of left it, waited probably another 6-8 months, and then we phoned them and they says, no, you've been took off the waiting list. We says, well, we've got text messages saying that we haven't, and she was going to X hospital. We've got the details here. I said, all we can see on the record is that you've been taken off the waiting list. I can see who took you off the waiting list, but they don't work here anymore. So we kicked off about that, put her back on the waiting list. She's now on her 4th pre-op. So she's on her 4th pre-op. I'll have a look at that in a second. She's on her 4th pre-op. And with everything that's happened with my daughter, she's got loads of hospital appointments. I've got one next week. I'm waiting for one for my foot. I'm waiting for one for my throat because I go husky after speaking for an hour. I think I've got polyps on my vocal cords. I'm waiting for one for an invasive investigation into heart problems. And lo and behold, Mrs. has had a phone call today. Her operation's at the end of November, and she's going to be off her feet for 6 to 8 weeks. And I mean off her feet, can't even lift a bucket. It's off your feet. It's a major op. So I'll have my daughter here, who's just recovering from bad sepsis. My wife, she said, what about Christmas? I said, what about Christmas? Well, who's going to do shopping? Well, you can get it delivered, In August, September 1830, there was a Belgian revolution where you separated from the United Kingdom of the Netherlands by November, and there was a referendum in London. Belgium was acknowledged as a sovereign country. It's King Leopold. Yeah, I am, but it's yeah. So my daughter's got a vascular appointment, a chest appointment. I think she might have a blood clot from the sepsis. She's got an operation and a pre-op, or different appointments. The operation itself. Then she's waiting for another appointment for a thyroid, which is causing all these kidney stones in the first place. So she's got half a dozen appointments. My missus will have a pre-op and an op, and then she'll be off her feet for 6 to 8 weeks. And in that meantime, I'll probably end up getting a procedure where they're going to go in through an artery and put a stent in. So yeah, just mad one at the moment. So luckily, I've got videos right until December, but I'm not sure where I'm going to be with the live streams and stuff. But we'll see what we can do. I wonder if can you guys actually hear the change in my voice from when I started this stream to now? Because I can feel it. I've gone from Glenn to a raspy old man, literally in the space of talking for 30-40 minutes. So the Saxon Coburg then, well, is that the same? Isn't our royal family something similar? And they changed the name to Windsor, aren't they? Aren't they descended? I'm sure the British royal family had Coburg in their original name, and they changed it to Windsor. Or something like that, of Germanic origin. Of the country powers across Europe before belonging to the Netherlands again at that point. And you've been Belgium ever since the 1830s. Wasn't it King Leopold who what's the word? From the Congo, wasn't it King Leopold who colonized the Congo and mined it for gold and diamonds and Leopold II. Because one of the Tarzan films is all about that. Not that I'm a Tarzan fan, but I've watched the film where they were enslaving people to dig for gemstones because the country was bankrupt or something. Yeah, 100%. I've got. I'm assuming I'll have Nordic roots of some description, just because of the ginger beard, like, you know what I mean. But my family's lineage goes back to Scotland, Scottish roots, and the Scottish roots were probably mixed with Scandinavian. Doggerland. I wouldn't mind doing one of these. Well, no, I would mind doing it actually. So, you know, these ancestry DNA tests. But do I really want to give somebody a copy of my DNA for free? You know what I mean? Especially with everything that's going on in the world at the moment. Yeah, Nordic. Yeah. Yeah, isn't the name of Hull or Humber of Nordic origin anyway? Do you know when you've got a couple of tanks that you don't really keep an eye on and you sit looking at them and think, bloody hell, I need to do something about that. Bit of BBA on my beautiful piece of dark tears. So I've got dark tears and Metallica on the same bit of wood. It definitely needs a bit of a dip in. Definitely needs a dip in some hydrogen peroxide, as does the wood, to be honest, or a spray at least. Probably going to get a spray bottle and give it a bit of a spray and drop it back in some water and let the shrimp eat the pink dead blackbeard algae off it. Where does the name originate from? I know, like anything with ham in tended to be a Viking origin, like West Ham, Birmingham, Nottingham, and then anything with Cester, like Leicester, Cirencester, Worcester, were of Roman origin. So the name of a place usually has an origin, and I'm pretty sure Ham was a Viking and Cester was Roman. I might be wrong. Humberside, hence Humberside. Yeah, I get it, yeah. Can't scroll when I've got it up here like this. I have to catch them as they. Yeah, 3% hydrogen peroxide well used in this room, just with caution. Guys, I'm going to wrap up there. I think I'm not feeling great. So I've had about 4 hours kip, and my voice is cracking and going a little bit. But just a short and sweet one. I wanted to keep them going. So I haven't done massive amounts in here this week, apart from the fact that we've now got a decent internet connection in here. And that's probably me for this week, guys. And thank you very much for coming in and the little history lesson and everything that sort of goes with it. I'll speak to you guys later. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye.